Are you feeling the FOMO like I am because you missed out on 𝗨's enormous run up to the top 20? Well, what if I told you I know the next video project that's going to do a 300x and could potentially even be bigger than 𝗨? If that sounds good to you, make sure that you stay tuned, like and subscribe, and make sure you watch until the very end. My name is 𝗨𝗃 Chassé, and I've been in the crypto space for almost 10 years. And on this channel, we go into deep dives on what I believe are some of the best projects in the space and cover everything that you need to know to get involved. Have you figured out what project I'm talking about yet? If you guessed AIOZ, you're already way ahead of the masses. Let me identify the elephant in the room. There's a lot of haters out there that might say AIOZ is a copycat of 𝗨. It is absolutely not. If you believe that, you haven't done your research. But look, even if it's similar, there's absolutely room in this entire global audience for two video content delivery platforms to be incredibly successful. Well, 𝗨 has established itself as the first decentralized streaming video service in the decentralized world. AIOZ aims to be the largest video platform in the decentralized world. Think of AIOZ as a main video distribution hub with three major projects. The first one is so ambitious that MrBeast, the largest YouTube creator in the world, has invested into it. That is AIOZ Tube. AIOZ Tube is like a decentralized YouTube, and we all know that all the decentralized YouTube platforms out there right now are horrible. AIOZ Tube works right now. You can go check it out. It streams beautifully. And what AIOZ Tube does is it's really creative. So if you're gonna watch ads on a platform, not only does the creator get ad rewards, but so do you as a viewer. Instead of running massive server farms like Google, AIOZ will run on a decentralized node network where you can run a node. And just to mention that if you're a content provider or running something like YouTube or a streaming service, it will be 20 times cheaper to use AIOZ than it will Google. Think about that for a second. When running a node on AIOZ, you can choose whether you want to lend your bandwidth, your transcoding power, your hard drive space, and in doing so, you will get rewarded in AIOZ tokens. But AIOZ doesn't stop there. They're working with major media players to establish something like a decentralized Netflix, but it's way better than that. Instead of having to pay with their crappy fiat-based membership model, you can just use your AIOZ tokens that you earn from watching ads or watching content or running a node to pay for your service. And next up for them will be a fully integrated live streaming service to round out their offerings. AIOZ has some major backers. Bruce Pond, founder of Ocean Protocol, 𝗬𝗀𝘁, which if you've watched my content, know that I'm a huge fan of 𝗬𝗀𝘁, and if you haven't seen my video on 𝗬𝗀𝘁, go ahead and check it out here or somewhere. Other notable investors, MrBeast, as I mentioned before, massive. Not to forget, of course, most importantly, this guy, Master Ventures, also a huge backer. I have firsthand seen the competency and the skill set of Erman, the founder, who is mind-blowingly intelligent, very successful businessman. Listen, this guy bootstrapped the entire project with his own cash. 35 engineers, building it for years, and that's the kind of confidence this man has in putting in his project. Didn't even spend anyone else's money to get the entire platform built. It was ready to go. Look, when we raised money for AIOZ, it wasn't because he needed it. It's because we wanted to bring in strategic partners. If you go to the AIOZ.network website, you can see a very nice roadmap of everything Erman and his team are planning. I'm here telling you that I genuinely believe that AIOZ will be one of the largest cryptocurrency projects in the entire world. And actually, I know a little bit about behind the scenes of what's going on in AIOZ that hasn't been announced yet. Some of the massive corporate partnerships that will blow your mind when you find out about them. One of the most obvious things that you have to pay attention to is there's some projects in the top 100 on the crypto market cap that don't even have a working platform. AIOZ is built. There's like 15,000 nodes operating, and that number is exploding daily, and that is real world adoption. Does AIOZ sound exciting to you? What features would you like to see in a platform like this? Let me know in the comments below. Also, let me know if you also agree with me that you think AIOZ will be a top 10 project. I hope you enjoyed this dive into AIOZ. If you like videos like this and you found value in it, make sure that you like, subscribe, and stay tuned because we got a lot more videos just like this coming to you.